Siren sounds to get played away here at Darley Park. Sunbury trying to get their first win of 2022. They get the first kick out of the middle, gets towards half forward. Ankrum goes to spoil off half back. Here's Lewis with his first touch of the afternoon. Back from a hammy after a 4-week break, as Dylan Lamb will get the first kick for the Devils for the afternoon. Goes to the attacking 50. But it's been cut off as Johnson's been pushed out of the footy. And the Lions will bring the ball, albeit short, out of defence. Expect to see a bit of that. That seems to be their pattern this year. It's been more their undoing than anything else, really, as Doyle goes along the line. Anderson, the target, the big fly, couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Ankrum for the Devils over the football. Quick hands good to Baker. Got it to Lant. Noted kickers. He's 2-0 by foot here at the moment. Gained about 25 metres for his side. Off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in. No score to speak of. Opening minutes here at Darley Park. Dylan Lant with a couple of early kicks. Baker a handball for the Devils. Anderson looks like a good sort for Sunbury. Can certainly leap. Umpires picked out a free kick out of the stoppage. It's going to go Darley's way to the big fella in Aidan Tanner. Plays on. Gets into Bewley. Got around Ross. Kept the ball low. Went forward. Turnover kick. And the mark's been taken there by Hannett. Looks to the members' side with the transition kick. Goes wide on the half volley. Opportunity here for Johnson if it can sit okay for him. They're under the pump here. Werner was the receiver of that poor kick. Put him under the pump. Players in from everywhere. A bit of a stacks on the mill. The umpire says, I'll have it. So again, that kick from the Lions in their defensive 50. Looking dangerous, but it's all good when it comes off. They'll be hoping to improve on their effectiveness as the ball gets knocked towards Darley's attacking 50. Cousins by hand was good. Got it to Lant. Good vision. Went lateral. The mark's been taken there by Page. About 55 metres out from goal. Kicking into a slight breeze here in this opening term, the Devils. Neither side yet to hit the scoreboard. Short kick's okay, and the mark's being taken there by the Devils. It's Cadman. Speak of Joel. So he's not in much of a better place than Page's kick originally. So he's 55 metres out from goal. Fancy himself here. He's a nice kick of the football, Cadman, but this will take his best. Into a slight breeze here. Good crowd into attendance. Darley trying to make it 3 wins for the year for their opening 5. Sunbury trying to get win number 1. So Cadman from 50, set sail, penetrating kick off to the left. Out of bounds on the full, missed the lot. And Nathan Doyle will bring the ball back into play, adjacent to the behind post. So no score as yet, opening minutes here. Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. So long penetrating kick, gets beyond the defensive 50, Tanner the spoil. Baker at ground level. Tackle, taken to the ground. Umpire might have picked out a free kick here. I know he's asked for the ball. Let's say there'll be a stoppage right in front of the Darley coach's box on half forward. Members side of the ground. They kick to the golf club end in this opening term. Breaking away from the tackle was Minton Connell. Got the kick towards the attacking side of centre wing. Anderson got a horrible bounce. Allowed the Devils back into it through Ankrum. Quick hands was okay. Got it to Lant. Been busy early. Quick hands is okay. Kick across the body made it difficult for Baker. How will it sit for him? His second effort, it's okay. Bustling through traffic. Knocks it to his own advantage before Lever comes in to lend assistance. And it sockers the ball over the line for a boundary throw-in. So half forward. Members side of the ground for Darley. They kick into a slight breeze. Grabbed out of the ruck by Eels. That was clever. Right foot kick across the body. Clearance kick to an open side centre wing here. Foot race on in earnest. How will it sit for the young fella there in Egan? Turned well onto the left boot. Went inside an open forward line. Players set themselves. Mobilio couldn't take the mark. Ward the spoil. Second effort from Mobilio was good to Sutton. His first touch is by hand to Lewis. Puts the ball about 20 metres out in front of the Sunbury goal. Darley have got numbers through Page. He takes a defensive mark. 25 metres out from the Sunbury goal. Goes in the Bewley direction. He was up for that. Pressured as he kicked. That was good play there from Anderson. Turnover through Toman. Keeps the kick low. And the mark's been taken there by Power. 45 metres out. It's the first real look at goal that the Lions have had in the opening minutes. No, 5 minutes into this opening term as Power runs around. Cousins sets sail as he got the trip. Beecham has touched the ball on the line. And a rushed point. So Sunbury opened the scoring here at Darley Park. Just tick over 5 minutes gone opening term. 1 point. They lead Darley yet to score. So Beecham with the kick in. It's okay. Mark being taken there by Mitch Ward. Defensive pocket. Members side of the ground. Ward will look to get the Devils out of trouble by foot. Nice penetrating drop punt into the breeze. Angwin the target. Couldn't take the mark. His follow-up tackle was good on Tobin. Taken to the ground. There'll be a stoppage. On half forward. Members side of the ground for Sunbury. They lead the Devils 1 point. Darley yet to score. It's the ball up. Tap won by Eels. Quick hands from Ross. Penetrating kick inside 50 here for the Lions. Anderson the target. Goes the defensive spoil. Off hands over the line. There'll be a boundary throw-in. Now 10 metres around from the Sunbury goal. So they've been pressing in the last couple of minutes. Power shot on goal. Touched on the goal line by Beecham. The only score of the afternoon thus far. Tanner's tap. Toman might have copped one high. The umpire said no. And there'll be a ball up 20 metres away from the Sunbury goal. Perfect conditions for football, really, for mid-May. Darley Park in excellent nick. Nearly copped one over the shoulder there, Sunbury, but the umpire let it go. Chance here for Anderson, who went searching by hand. Could only find the safety of the boundary line, so there'll be a throw-in. Bit of a stalemate in these opening few minutes. These players find their feet here in a very important game here at Darley Park. Tap one by the Lions. Ball at ground level. Tap one by Anderson, who just knocked it to his feet, and players in from everywhere. There'll be a ball up 35 metres out from the Sunbury goal. Tap one by Anderson. He's got a good leap. Jack Bewley was forced to go by hand. Dangerous here. Chance for Bramble. Tackle. Taken to the ground. Quick snap out of the congestion before it's rushed through by Brett Bewley for a rush behind. So Sunbury now 2 points. Lead Darley yet to score. Joel Cadman with the only shot on goal for the Devils this afternoon. Missed everything. So Bewley penetrating. Beautiful left foot kick into the middle of the ground. Tanner sets himself. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Socked by Cadman. And the ball spills free. That was young Horan who got it towards the members' side centre wing. There's a free kick here. It's going to go Darley's way. And it'll go to Joel Cadman. Plays on by hand. Gets it to Bewley. Starting to have a bit of it. How's that for a kick? Finds Rodder on the lead, who takes a nice mark on the chest about 50 metres out from goal. You won't see a better kick inside 50 than that. Just lowered the eyes, Bewley. Reminiscent of their Williamstown days. Bewley out of the middle to Rodder forward. But Darley the beneficiaries in 2022 of those two star recruits. And Rodder will have a shot on goal from 50. Set sail for the judge. Holds up into the breeze. Has he got the distance? He doesn't. The mark's been taken on the last line by the big fella there in Eels. So he can get somebody out of trouble by execution of the right boot. Goes in the Lewis direction. Cadman and Cousins up to affect the spoil. Spills free over the line for a boundary throw-in. On half forward, outer side or broadcast side of the ground for the Devils. They're still yet to score. Sunbury are 2 behinds. Throw in. Eels went looking for Ross. Couldn't gather. Quick hands there from Bewley, who got it to Page, who got it to Baker. Risky kick. How will it sit? Tackled, taken to the ground. There was Horan. How's the umpire going to adjudicate this? No prior. And there'll be a ball up right in the middle of the ground. In fact, it was Murley. Youngster keeping his spot, playing his 3rd game this afternoon. So there'll be a ball up right in the middle of the ground here. Darley Park, perfect conditions for football. Tap one by Tanner. Ross gathers, taken to the ground by Bewley. Speaking of Brett, there'll be a repeat stoppage. So ball up. Tap one by Tanner. Umpires picked out a free kick and it'll go against Tanner for having an arm over the shoulder of Eels. And now we can go short. Looking for Ross. Made it hard for him. Poor kick. Cut off there by Leith. Van Leith can rebound to half forward. Kick's okay to half forward. The mark's been taken there by Horan. Right foot kick is good to the fat side. And the mark's been taken there by Lant. So he's got a good engine, this bloke. Sunbury would be well aware of his strengths. So 45-degree angle for Dylan Lant. We'll have a shot on goal. And so Lant will have a shot on goal. Sunbury fans are already blowing up that Lant's in black and white colours at the moment. But we'll just let the footy play and the players play as Lant on the left boot sets sail for the judge. Ball bending back but not far enough. Always to the near side for a minor score. Darley 1 point, Darley 2 points, nothing in it. Just been playing 10 minutes, opening term. Kicks a terrific one in out of defence from Sunbury. They got it towards beyond half back, in fact, for a ground ball stoppage. The umpire will ball it up, half forward, member side of the ground here for Darley. Land with the opening score for the Devils, albeit a minor. Hot footy on in earnest, repeat stoppage imminent. So quite similar to the opening quarter that we saw here at Darley Park a couple of weeks ago when the Devils, of course, went down in that Anzac Day weekend clash to the Cobras. High stoppage game in the opening quarter as Darley negotiate their way out of the congestion from Page, who went to Rodder, did everything to take the mark at the end, was held without it. The umpire let it go. Bishop threw ball to boot, cut off there by Scanlon on the defensive 50. But the umpire's going to bring it back. He's picked out a free kick. It's going to go Darley's way. And it'll go to Bishop, who was slung as he just hacked that ball forward. So, Dylan Bishop, former backer smash. Small, goes inside 50, poor kick. Wood couldn't take the mark. He had an uncontested opportunity. Merely out of the congestion, got the ball over towards Page. Johnson across the body with the left. Shot on goal will get the distance, but the accuracy lets him down. Out of bounds on the full nose score. Players still finding their feet here. We've been playing near 12 minutes opening term. Sunbury 2 lead Darley 1. A low-scoring affair here. Unlike the reserves game, Sunbury got it done by 25 goals. And in the earlier game, the under-19s Darley prevailing by 4 points. So the ball comes back into play. By foot to half-back. Cousins sets himself, takes a nice mark on the chest under the pump as Eels is on his hammer. So he goes with that familiar left foot out in the direction of Rodder as the ball knocked away from him. Good defence there by the Lions. Fine safety for the boundary line momentarily. There'll be a boundary throw in 35 metres around from the Darley goal. Darley 1, trail Sunbury 2. Halfway through this first term, tap one by Wright, went looking for Baker. Just out of his reach, and the umpire will have another stoppage. So, similar to that Darley backer smash game in the round 2, umpires having plenty of it this opening term. Ball up, tap one by Wright, just hurried forward in the Rodder direction, came out, was pushed, taken a ground. Chance here for the Lions to do the mopping up. Scanlon's tackled to take it to the ground, umpire let it go. Saw the tackle from Brett Bewley and Bishop bailed up the Sunbury defence, and there'll be a ball up. Toman getting up to his feet. The Sunbury captain was terrific here last year, and Sunbury's 29-point win over the Devils. Be a repeat stoppage again. Probably number 30 for the term. They've been playing around 16 minutes in this first quarter. Sunbury 2, lead Darley 1. No fridge here this afternoon. Tap one by Eels. Hand pass along the ground from Johnson, was hopeful more than anything else, couldn't get it through traffic. And another stoppage. So, far from the showcase event this afternoon, but an arm wrestle of sorts. Lewis at ground, it wasn't Lewis in fact, it was Donahue in fact. And there'll be a ball up. 20 metres away from the Darley goal, there's probably 15 players around this stoppage, making it difficult for either side to negotiate the way from stoppage as Rodder wins the tap, only as far as the lever. Through ball on boot, high right foot kick. Excellent use of the body there by Anderson, couldn't take the mark. Devils have got numbers through Jack Bewley, got it to Page, who started well. To Angwin, left foot kick across the body to the attacking 50. Sunbury have got numbers, Darley have got the pressure. Tackle taken to the ground, good pressure there from Lieber. Will affect another ball up, 40 metres away from the Darley goal. So neither side getting any bang for buck with any of their entries. Essentially a game played between the arcs at the moment. Limited shots on goal. Ball spills free out of the congestion. Chance here for Hannett. Needs to be clean. He's tackled, bailed up, taken to the ground. And there'll be another stoppage. 15 metres out from the Darley goal. They're just moving the ball forward. Rugby league-like. Chance here for Baker. Could have been a throw. The umpire let it go. Ball spills to the outer side pocket. Chance here for the Devils. Quick hands. Finds Jack Bewley. Forced to go quick to the top of the square. How will it sit for Rodder? Gathers. Kick across the body. Won't crabble the required distance. Darley have got numbers, but the pressure from Sunbury was good as they just hacked the ball out of defence. They might be lucky to get away with this here. How will the umpire see it? He's paid deliberate.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, it's all about whatever club emblem you're wearing. As that kick is just too hot for Baker from Bewley. Was pretty poor in the end, and Sunbury are going to get out of trouble. So they negotiate towards Sutton, who takes a nice mark in front of Lahoure. They play on here to Lewis by the left hand. Stands here for Bramble. Goes on to the right boot. Good young player. Of course, the younger brother of Lockie Bramble, who is a Sunbury product at Hawthorn now. They get the ball to half forward. Poor kick. One bounce over the line for a boundary throw-in. It's the youngster there in Egan. 51 metres around from the Sunbury goal here. Sunbury 2, lead Darley 1. Low scoring affair. 20 minutes gone. Here's the throw-in. The massive players around the footy. Eels chance to grab it out of the ruck here. Just didn't take it in the end. So Lant just threw the ball onto the boot towards the outer side centre wing. It's been cut off. Mark's been taken there by Hannett. Right foot kick to the attacking 50. Sutton the target. Oh, free kick there every day of the week. To the man in front, Lahoure.
Right, get in front, Jake.
Right on the defensive 50. So Lahoure had a good game for the Devils last week. Kick short. Had to be good. Found as a party. Took a mark uncontested now. Now he's in trouble. He needs to be good by foot. Went to Bewley. I speak of Brett. Got the ball back from Brett. Through traffic as a party with a bit of speed. Now with a bit of composure and finds Lant.
$1,200 a game, man.
So they're on the defensive side of centre wing. Broadcast side of the ground. Lant goes along the line. Angle the target. Can mark uncontested. Can wheel onto that left boot. Rodder the target, you'd think. Keeps the kick low. And Rodder sets himself. Wasn't given much chance there. Chance here for the Devils at ground level. Players in from everywhere. Whistle imminent. There it is. There'll be a ball up. 45-degree angle. 20 metres away from the Darley goal. Both defences holding up in this opening term. Ball gets knocked towards the boundary line. Gathered there by Lant. Outside of the left boot's clever. Kept it alive. Top of the goal square. 50-50 ball. How will it sit for Bewley? He gets onto his left boot. Kick across the body. How's the finish? Off to the right. Minor score. Let off for the Lions. Scores level here at Darley Park. 2 points apiece. Bread and butter for Bewley, you would have thought. But nonetheless, a let off for the Lions. The ball gets brought back into attack. Penetrating left foot kick to the member side centre wing. Darley have got numbers through Bewley. Speak of Jack on that occasion. Power grabbed the foot. He went by hand. Got it to Toman. Ball gets towards half forward. Sutton the target. He just waited back and was hopeful that Lahoure would get a bad bounce. He didn't get it. And the defender was rewarded for attacking the footy. But it resulted in a stoppage nonetheless. 60 metres away from the Sunbury goal. So we'll bring you scores from around the grounds momentarily. Land again. Quick high up and under kick. Goes in the Cadman direction. Speak of Joel. Brett Bewley at ground level. Tries to go by hand. Under the pump. They knock the ball forward here. The Devils. How will it sit for them? Knocking the ball forward there was Land. Second effort's okay. All he needed was some protection. Didn't get it. Now Sutton with the rebound kick in the Goodson direction. Comes out and takes a mark. In his fifth quarter of the day, having played a full game in the reserves, scores Blake Graham. Did his hamstring in the warm-up. And Alec Goodson, a noted goal kicker over. Always good for 20 goals a year. Surprised he wasn't already in the side. But nonetheless, the goal sharpshooter for the Lions. Will set sail. Kick the first major of the afternoon. 45-degree angle. High up and under kick. Sun in the player's eyes. touched on the goal line and through for a minor score. My God. So Sunbury 3 points, lead Darley 2 points, and we've been playing near 20 minutes in this opening term. Kicking from defence is okay to Joel Cadman. He goes short, Page, uncontested mark, just inside the boundary line. 51 metres away from the Sunbury goal. So we'll weigh up the options. Plays on, goes along the line, right of the target, so too Lant. Lant in front, couldn't take the mark, ball at ground level. Keeping his feet there was Scanlon, did well there, the big fella. Got it to Ross, conceded by hand. And they'll get out of trouble here, the Lions. They go forward by Tome, but Toman got it towards the attacking 50. Sutton kept his feet, did well. Clever little kick, goes in the direction of Medcraft. Goes onto the left boot, and the mark's been taken there by Wright. Told to play on by the umpire. Goes onto the left boot. Penetrating kick going back. Has it been touched by Lahoure? We'll see. Umpire says no, and it's a goal to the Lions. They get their first of the afternoon. It's the first goal of the game. 1 goal, 3-9 Sunbury. Darley 2 behinds. So we'll go around the grounds. There's been a belated score there. Melton lead Ballarat 14-0, but that was the score about an hour ago. And games in progress, but no update scores to speak of. So they've been consistent over the year with that update facility. So the opening goal of the game to Wright, and I speak of Sunbury's right. Now Lant trying to get out of the congestion. Clever little hand pass along the ground. Went looking for Bewley, but Ross was up to the task there for Sunbury to keep it in. Bewley trying to push his way through traffic, but can't. Pressure from Sunbury good. So centre wing, outer side of the ground. Sunbury with the opening goal of the game. Took the best part of 20 minutes to get it. Here's the ball up. Tap one by Tanner. There's a high tackle there against Joel Cadman. It'll go to Toman. So Toman with ball in hand goes by the right foot to the attacking 50. That's a good kick to Mobilio. He should mark here. Got some separation on Van Leith. Plays on by hand. Chance here as they knock. Oh, that's a terrible handball. It's gone into the hands of Beecham. His tackle taken to the ground and pinged. That was some good work there by Anderson, and Beecham just lacking some game awareness there. He didn't have much time to dispose of the foot. He was pinged, and Sunbury justly rewarded with that free kick. So repeat back-to-back shot on goals here for Sunbury, and a chance to get some separation on the scoreboard. They lead by 7 points at the moment. We've been playing 23 minutes in this opening term. So Anderson, the Essendon VFL affiliate player, set sail for the judge. Kicks right through the footy. Lions fans are up and about. Players in from everywhere to give him a pat on the back. Sunbury get their second. They're now 2 goals, 3-15, the Lions. They lead Darley 2 points. So for all their weight of possession in forward of centre, the Devils, they've had no bang for buck, and Sunbury have made them pay on the scoreboard with back-to-back goals in the last couple of minutes as we head into time on in this opening term. Sunbury definitely kicking with the aid of a slight breeze. Be interesting to see how the Devils go about using the ball with it when they get their opportunity. So Darley's top end, Dylan Lant and Brett Bewley getting quite a bit of the footy. But defensively, Sunbury have been very good. There's the ball up. Tap one by Tanner. Running onto it was Baker. Will it sit for the left footer? It does. He penetrating kick. Goes deep into the square. Wright couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level here. They've locked it in, the Devils. Sunbury have done well to negate and effect a stoppage 10 metres out from the Darley goal. So there couldn't be long left in this term, Vic. 3 minutes remaining in this opening term. Ball up. Tap one by Anderson, who's pushed back in the last couple of minutes. Bishop applies the tackle, conceded a free kick, and Sunbury let off the hook here, and they'll get out of trouble through Lever. So Lever plays on by hand, gets it to Donahue on the last line. Short kick, put Reece Wood under pressure. Turnover opportunity here for the Devils as they muck around with it, Sunbury. Will as a party make him pay? He will. And as a party gets his first of the afternoon, Darley's opener. And just that short kicking in their back half was Sunbury's just let them down, as I spoke about at the start of the game. That has been a concern for them while they're high weight of possession side. They more often than not they have more of it than their opposition, but a lot of footy inside their defensive 50 can become their undoing. And Darley get there first. They've been good for the most part though, Sunbury. Darley probably had a dozen entries and just the one goal. Sunbury 2-3-15, lead Darley 1 goal 2-8. Good luck getting an update score on the on that website. It's gone to sleep. There's the ball up, back in the middle of the ground. Chance for Toman was legged, and the umpires picked out a free kick. So Toman, the captain of the Lions, can they respond? Inside 50. Mobilio the target, couldn't take the marks. Ball was good from Van Leith. Cadman, risky hand pass though, was clever through traffic. Got it to his brother Joel, who got it to Page. Been okay, Page. Right foot kick goes along the line. As a party, the goal kicker infringed and pushed Lever out. Free kick every day of the week. So Lever with ball in hand.
50 up. That's a 50-metre up.
Needless to say, a Sunbury supporter in front of us here. As Lever runs around, goes by the long left foot. Players set themselves at the back. Anderson couldn't take the mark, didn't get a hand on it in the end, but God, he's got a leap on him. Van Leith at ground level. Chance here for Toman. That was an excellent tackle there from Cousins, not to give away a free kick. Did well. Ball at ground level. Wanting a free kick there was Page. The umpire said no. And there'll be a ball up about 20 metres away from the Sunbury goal. As Minton Connell gets to his feet, there's the ball up. Tanner wins the tap. Through traffic goes Sunbury. Quick hands, only as far as Cadman, who got it to Land, who got it to Bewley. Speaking of Brett, long left foot kick. Eels is the only one at home here. And he'll take a mark out of side centre wing for Sunbury. Short kick's okay. Lever's pushed up to get on the end of that kick. Plays on by hand. Got the ball over towards Hannett. Right foot kick. Darley have got numbers here. But Sutton's got the lead. Couldn't take the mark. Went over the back. Goodson leading into the race for the ball. Knocked over away from his hands by Mitch Ward for a boundary throw-in. About 15 metres away from that Sunbury goal. Sunbury 15, lead Darley 8. 1 minute remaining. Sunbury deep into attack. They're the only side you think would get a score from here. Chance here for Page. Made it hard work to get it towards Ankrum. He's forced to go by hand. Umpires picked out a free kick here. Darley will get out of trouble through Page. That's a good kick. Found Joel Cabin on the corner on half back. Got it to Lant. He can run his full measure. Takes a bounce. Goes along with the left foot. In the Rodder direction was a poor kick. It's been cut off. Rodder wasn't happy with that. The mark's been taken there by Scanlon. He plays on by hand. And they'll negotiate. Out of trouble again, Sunbury. Forced to go by foot along the line, but the mark's been taken there by Baker. And slow it up, but it'll go inboard to Bewley. He's had it on a string, Bewley, in this opening quarter. But sometimes his efficiency by foot has let him down. So he goes by the left. That one is an exception to the rule. Johnson was good. Quick hands to Cadman, who's starting to get a bit of it. Just throws it on the boot. The mark's been cut off and there, taken there by Doyle, who plays on by hand. Gets it to Toman. That puts to end a very even opening quarter. Darley not getting bang for buck with their weight of the ball in their front half. Sunbury with 2 goals to get the game well up and running, really. Second quarter underway here. And it's Eels and Tanner. Tanner with the tap. Follow-up work through traffic there from Ross was good. Goes to ground. And there'll be a stoppage. Plenty of those in the opening quarter too. Probably had 30 of their own, 30 ball-ups in the opening 20 minutes. So Eels and Tanner go at it again. Give that to Tanner. Medcraft over the football, taken to the ground by Baker. And there'll be another ball up right in the middle of the ground. Opening minute, second term. If you've just joined us, Sunbury 15, lead Darley 8. Ball up, tap one by Eels. That was clever. Got it to Minton Connell. Kick to half forward. To the fat side. Race, it's getting a terrible bounce there was Cousins. For the umpire will affect another ball up. Lewis, as soon as he got that favourable bounce, was bailed up. No prior. So on half forward here for Sunbury, outer side of the ground, Minton Connell might have caught one high, the umpire let it go. His kick then was smothered there by Lant. Ball spits out, chance here for Lewis. Runs around onto his right boot, penetrating right foot kick, goes towards the attacking 50. Players set themselves, chance here for Goodson, quick answers okay. Lewis had it stolen away from him there by Minton Connell, conceded by hand to Eels. That's a nice kick, but spilt there by the Sunbury player. On their attacking 50, members side of the ground, they're pressing. Page, with desperation, goes along the ground by hand out towards Joel Cadman. Quick answer okay to Beecham. He went further afield, but the players run out of time and space before the ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw-in. On half forward for Sunbury, members side of the ground, they kick to the golf club end in this second term against the side breeze. There's the throw-in. Tanner and Eels to compete. Eels at the front. Ball goes over the back. Chance here for Ross. Gets plenty of purchase on the football. Leg break favours Lewis. Tackle pressure was okay, but it's been held to him, and the umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up. So Sunbury pressing in the opening minutes of this second term. Darley yet to get it in their forward half at all, really, in this term. So there's the ball up. Sunbury in attack. So Mitch Ward with the right foot kick goes out wide. Chance here for Bramble. It's out the front of him. He couldn't gather. Some good pressure on the foot there by Page. He's been tripped or caught one over the shoulder. So he's been good, Page. So he'll take the ball. The dual best and fairest at the Devils. Premiership captain. Captain of the Ballarat Football League side at the MCG a couple of years ago. So he has ball in hand. So he'll weigh up the options. Sunbury get a chance to get back. Chance here for Tanner to take the mark uncontested. Couldn't hang on to it, but his follow-up work was okay. Just throws the ball onto the boot. Scanlon and Rodder set themselves. Rodder couldn't take the mark. Bewley picks it up. Gathered beautifully. How about that for vision? Finds Baker. And Baker finds the mark about 40 metres out from goal directly in front.
You might kick this 7.
So Baker with ball in hand. That Sunbury supporter sounds like you, Vicky. So Darley 1 goal 2-8. Now speak of Luther's mother, Vicky, who's with us here in the commentary area. But this he's 2-3-15. Sunbury lead Darley 1 goal 2-8. So Baker directly in front, 45 metres out from goal.
5 on you last year, 7.
All set on shot for goal. He got the he's got the distance, hasn't got the accuracy off to the left for a minor score. So Darley with the opening score of the quarter gets the margin back to a kick. 2 goals 3. Sunbury lead Darley 1 goal 3. Ball to come back into play. Some indecision out of defence. Made it difficult here for Doyle. He's got time though. That's a good kick. Finds Toman, who marks just inside the boundary line. He goes short by foot. The kick's okay. The mark's been taken there by Lewis. So Lewis with ball in hand. Port Melbourne product goes short. Kicks fine. Chance here for Ross. He goes short. Chip. Down to Power. Right foot kick along the line. Eels the target. Taking an absolute beauty there, the big fella. On half forward, plays on by hand. Got it towards Power from the attacking 50. Kick to the top of the square. Players set themselves. Anderson at the back. But the mark's been taken there by Cabinet. Did well. Played on by foot. Tumbling kick. Made it difficult for Bewley. Ball got knocked away from him. Ground ball as a party. Knocked off the footy. Umpire let it go. Fell into the hands of Dylan Land. The former line took a bounce. Ran over the cricket pitch. Chip over the top. They got numbers out here. Angwin can go short towards right. How will it sit for the youngster? He kicked 10 during the week. He has a shot on goal. And he's off to the left for a minor score. Another let off there for Sunbury. So 1 goal 4-10 now, Darley. Trail Sunbury 2-3-15. So Lieber will bring the ball back into play. Goes short, kicks okay.
Done by 150 again.
So they negotiate their way out of trouble here, Sunbury. It's Werner with ball in hand. Goes short to Lieber in the defensive goal square for Sunbury. So 2 possessions for no yardage. So Lieber with ball in hand will weigh up the options. He'll come broadcast side with the left boot. Goes in the direction of Egan. He sets himself. Cadman goes the spoil. Ball falls into the hands of Lewis. Clever vision. Good by hand. Got the ball over towards Anderson. Squaring kick towards Sutton. Sutton's taking a cracker. Mitch Ward hurt. Sutton plays on. Gets onto the right boot. Forced to go by hand in the end. Got the ball over towards Toman. He won't stop running all afternoon. Got it over towards Mobilio. He got it to Power. Back to Sutton. How will it sit for him? Got it to the youngster Egan. Shot on goal. He's put it through. Egan kicks his first. Sunbury get their third. And we're in for a long afternoon here in the commentary box. 3-3-21 Sunbury lead Darley 1 goal 4-10. 13-point ball game. The youngster Egan gets his first. Anderson and Wright have their other two. Whilst the Devils have the sole goal kicker in Andy as a party. Well, the last forward 50, that was excellent play there from Sutton, who is a lively type. Good hands, keeps his feet. Good player. And Anderson getting his fair share of the football, as to Lewis. So the VFL affiliates having an influence here this afternoon. So Sunbury, they lead 21 to Darley's 10. There's the ball up. Tap one by, well, we'll give that one to Tanner. Going through there was Jack Bewley, went without the ball. So too did Toman. Chance here for Tanner. Gets the clearance. Excellent use of the body on Rodder by the Sunbury defence. And they'll go short by foot to Lewis. On the defensive 50. Goes along the line. The kick's okay. Oh, got a half volley in the end. Made it tough there for Power. Getting through traffic there was Bewley. Got it to Angwin, who's bailed up. But the umpire's picked out a free kick. And it's going to go to Jack Bewley. So Bewley held without it. Free kick against Power. So Jack Bewley with ball in hand. Half forward. Broadcast side of the ground. Keeps the ball low. Goes in the Rodder direction. Got it. And Rodder's taken a mark on the chest. Diving mark. And it'll be a tough shot on goal for Rodder. So he'll kick from the boundary line, but about 40 metres out from goal. So Sunbury didn't have much trouble kicking them from here in the reserve grade. Kicked 25 of them, in fact, as Rodder will walk away from us here and shoot from about 40. So shot on goal. Sets it up to the top of the square. Tanner sets himself. He's got two to beat, but the big fella Eels on the last line takes a mark. And Sunbury will get out of trouble. So Eels been good. Goes by the right foot. Goes to the members' side of the ground. A half forward. Oh, beautifully read off the pack there by Egan. Just threw the ball onto the boot. Gained about 45 metres along the ground. Ankrum leads Bramble into the race for the ball. And bring the ball back. That's an excellent kick. The mark's been taken there by Page. Squarey kick. Good vision. Cut off there well by Toman. They're out here, the Lions. Chance for Ross. Hurried kick across the body. Went looking there towards Lewis. Bewley was hot at the footy. Speak of Jack on that occasion. But Sunbury have got numbers and they'll prevail. Lewis gets it back towards Power. Kick smothered. Good defensive work there by the Devils. It was Cousins on that occasion. Tries to knock the ball forward before he's bailed up. How will the umpire adjudicate this? There'll be a stoppage. Ball up out of side centre wing. Parochial crowd in front of us here nonetheless. Sunbury 21, lead Darley 10. So there'll be a ball up. Players just taking a breather. Chance here for Eels. Tanner won that tap. Went to ground, led through traffic. Tackled, taken to the ground. How will the umpire see it? Another stoppage. Centre wing, broadcast side of the ground. Sunbury with the only goal of the term. They lead Darley by 11 points here. So there's the ball up. Tap one by Tanner. Going through there was Baker. Went without it. Through traffic was Donahue. Quick hands to Ross. Got around Jack Bewley. Good bit of skill there, but the kick let him down. And out of bounds on the full. So Zane Lahoure with ball in hand will bring the ball back into play. And will negotiate down the line. Goes in the direction of Rodder and Tanner. Players set themselves. Rodder takes a nice mark. Just Scanlon at the back couldn't influence the contest as Rodder plays on. Keeps the kick low. It's a poor kick. Cut off there by Lieber, who marks on the defensive 50. Switches play to Ross. Been good. So he can weigh up the options. It goes short to Doyle. Kicks okay. Keeps going. That's a nice kick. Keeps the ball low and the mark's being taken there by Egan onto his non-preferred. Goes along the line towards right. Kick the first goal of the game for Sunbury. Kick to half forward. Anderson couldn't take the mark. Umpire let it go. Before the ball gets shoveled over the line for a boundary throw-in. So on half forward, members' side of the ground for Sunbury. They lead with the only goal of this second term. They're 21, Darley at 10. So an 11-point ball game. Boundary throw-in to take place. So Rodder having a little time in the ruck Soccering the ball along the ground there was Lant. Got it back off Bishop. Got around the would-be tackler. Then the left foot kicks high up an under kick. But reading it well there was Wood. He took an uncontested mark at the end. Lewis has got a paddock here on the defensive 50 here for Sunbury. And can take a bounce. And he can draw the man in Bewley. He doesn't get sucked in. Ball goes towards outer side centre wing. Beecham with the spoil. Goes to ground. Lucky not to get a free kick there was Doyle for the sweep under the legs there. So Page will do the mopping up for the Devils. He'll go in the Angler direction. Ball kick cut off there by Lewis. So Lewis will go short. Kick's okay to Toman. So Toman with ball in hand, out of side, half forward for Sunbury. Goes along the line to Sutton, who comes out, presents, takes a nice mark on the chest. So it's probably been the most dangerous forward, or looked the most dangerous this afternoon, Sutton. His short kick's okay. Might be the youngster there in Bramble with ball in hand, close up against the boundary line, about 45 metres away from the Sunbury goal. Sunbury 3-3-21, Darley 1 goal 4-10. 11-point lead to the Lions. So Bramble, good young talent for the Lions. He's going to have a shot on goal. Kick goes across the face, won't get the distance at the back. Anderson couldn't quite take the mark. Ball at ground level. Players in from everywhere, and the umpire will come in and effect the ball up. Just metres away from the Sunbury goal. Well, there was a game of high jump going on here this afternoon. Anderson would certainly get the nod. So there's the tap. Rodder won that. So he's on the last line of defence here for the Devils at the moment. He's dispossessed. Ball goes to ground before it's rushed through for a minor score. So Sunbury now 3-4-21, lead Darley 1 goal 4-10. 2-goal game here at Darley Park. And Bewley will bring the ball back into play. Penetrating left foot kick into the middle of the ground. Johnson sets himself. Good spoil in the end. Can they get through the traffic? Murley was good. Got it to Johnson. Kick to an open forward lane. Foot race on in earnest. It's Doyle and Angwin. Angwin gathers the footy, taken to the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up 25 metres away from the Darley goal. So after Sunbury kicked a point, the kick in from Bewley. And all of a sudden, it's in Darley's forward line. See if they can get some bang for buck here. Angling with the tap through traffic there was Bishop. Goes with the tackle. Ball goes to ground, and there'll be a whistle imminent. There'll be a ball up this time 10 metres away from the Darley goal. 2-goal ball game going on here. Sunbury 3-4 lead Darley 1-4. Darley in attack. Eels and Angwin to do the ruck work. Eels won the tap. Got it towards only as far as Bishop. Through traffic there is Medcraft. He's been in undecided before the ball's rushed through for a minor score. So Darley 1 goal 5-11 now. Trail Sunbury 3-4-22. So it'll be Hannett. Will go members side towards half forward. Players set themselves at the leap there was Egan. Couldn't take the mark. Chance here at ground level for Lever. Got the hair pass over towards right. Took a bounce onto the left boot for Sunbury. Anderson, bread and butter stuff. Oh, dropped what he should have taken. Recovery was okay. They wanted the trip. With explosive pace there was the youngster. Goes to the top of the square looking for Sutton to win over his head. And it's just going to get knocked over the line for a boundary throw-in. So a bit of coast-to-coast stuff going on here. Sunbury in attack about 10 metres around from their goal. They lead Darley by 11 points here. 3-4 plays 1-5. Low scoring affair here at Darley Park in perfect conditions. Ground's in excellent nick. Sun streaming down here. Throw in. Players set themselves. Tap one there by Anderson. Lewis has pushed forward there for Sunbury. Anderson's follow-up work was good, but his kick was a ray. But and that's a nice mark taken on the last line there by the Devils, Lahure. So he can go short. They'll want to get out of their last line here, the Devils. He's denied options, so goes the long. So towards the defensive 50. Right, the fly, couldn't take the mark. Bewley just went to the voice of Lant, couldn't find him before it's shinned over the line for a boundary throw-in. Half forward, Broadcastle out of sight of the ground here for Sunbury. They lead 22, Darley 11. We've been playing... we're just about halfway through this second quarter. Nearly 10 minutes gone. So a chance here for Tanner. Did well to go by hand. How will it sit for Azapati? Knocks it to the advantage of Murley, who got it to Joel Cadman. Concedes ground by hand to Cousins, who want to get onto his left. Goes short towards Azapati. Outstretched hands is okay. Plays on. Goes by foot. Goes in direction of Bewley, but it's been cut off there by Lieber. We've said that a bit since he's joined the club. And Lieber will go short and lateral, and the kick's okay. And Sunbury out of trouble. They go short again. Mark's been taken there by Wood. So Wood with ball in hand. Inside Sunbury's defensive 50. Werner wanting the footy. He's got some space on Lance. That option has exhausted itself now. So on the last line, it's Hannett with ball in hand. Last line. Right foot kick to the defensive 50. Went over the head of Minton Connor. Was read well by Wright. He goes short by foot. The kick's okay. The mark's been taken there by Mundy. So Mundy on half back for Sunbury. Goes short and lateral back into the defensive 50. The mark's been taken there by Wood. Still inside the D50 for Sunbury. Lieber kicks the ball backwards to the top of the goal square. Before it ends up in the hands of Hannett. Deep in Sunbury's back pocket. For the last half a dozen disposals, they really haven't gone anywhere, really. So there's the right foot kick. Darley got numbers here. Cadman takes a nice mark against Minton Connell. So Duncan Cadman will go short by foot. Oh, this is a risky kick in front. Lucky not to be paid. The mark there was right. Sutter was clever. Got the knock towards Ross. Saw a Sunbury player at half forward. Ankrum comes in to lend assistance. Darley through Ward. Quick hands. Over to the youngster there in Murley. Inside 50. Right on the target. Sets himself. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. How will it sit for Bishop? His handball was good. Bewley's on his left. How will it finish be? All class goal. Darley get there second.
Hit the button, boys. Devil inside, is there a devil inside?
So that's the second goal of the afternoon for the Devils. In a nice finish near the 18-minute mark of this second term. Darley 2-5-17, trail Sunbury 3-4-22. So Bewley had a similar opportunity in that first quarter to convert, but just made no mistake there. So been very good this afternoon, Bewley. Ross has been handy for the Lions in that midfield group as well for Sunbury. Anderson and Sutton look threatening, especially front forward of centre for Sunbury. But a much needed goal for Darley. So the game's back to a 5-point ball game. Next clearance all important. Cadman knocked the ball forward only as far as Minton Connell, who got it to Donahue. Second effort was good. Sunbury will get out of it here from half back. Ross found Toman, who found space. Now he can measure the kick. Chooses not to play on. Goes further afield. That's a good kick out in front of Sutton. He won't drop those. So Sutton up against the boundary line on half forward. Runs around Lahoure. Right foot kick. Tumbling kick. Poor one at that. And the mark's been taken there by Beecham. So he can go to switch play if he likes. Now he's in a bit of trouble. What's he going to do? He'll go short, lateral, and it's okay. Just did enough. The mark's been taken there by Ward. And off he goes. He runs away from Goodson. Right foot kick. Tumbling kick at that. The kick's okay. Mark's been taken there by Lance. So he goes by the left foot. Inboard looking there towards Van Leith. Went over his head. Turnover opportunity. Good call. Cut off there by Sunbury to Werner. Goes to the outer side centre wing. Foot race on in earnest. How will it sit here for Toman? He got around as a party and then went short along the line towards Sutton, who presents. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. As a party continued to run. Got rewarded. Tried to get around the smart Toman. Couldn't. Then was forced to go short. Put Johnson under the pump. Sunbury got numbers here through Wood. Quick hands to Donahue. High right foot kick to the attacking 50. And there's Sutton again, who takes a nice mark. 55 metres out. Tries to go clever across the body. Just made a meal of that in the end, but the intentions were good. Clearing kick out of defence from Van Leith. Got it towards the outer 50. Oh, there's a nice mark taken there by the youngster in Brady Wright. Kick 10 for St Pat's during the week. Goes along the line. It's a poor kick, and it's been cut off there by Lieber. So Lieber will go short, lateral. So they're back inside their D50 again. Hand pass from Wood. Got it back to Lieber. Turnover. They've done it again, the Sunbury Lions. Those short kicks inside their D50 have become their undoing. And will Bewley make them pay? Time will tell. Speak of Brett on this occasion. So Brett Bewley, distance won't be a problem. It's all about accuracy here. So Sunbury 22, lead Darley 17. So Bewley will set sail for the judge. How is it? Looks like it's going off. Oh, it's hit the post. So another let off there for Sunbury. Nice execution of the drop punt, but unfortunate for Devils fans. 18 now. They trail Sunbury 22. So they try and get out of defence. They got it to their defensive 50, Sunbury, before it got... Toman couldn't gather cleanly before it went over the line for a boundary throw-in. So broadcast side, half forward for Darley. They kick to the Bacchus Marshall town end in this second term. Throw in to take place. It's right to do the ruck work. Goes with the tap. Tried to find Bewley. Could have grabbed it in the end, but chose to go the tap. Lant through traffic. Didn't sit for him. Sunbury have got numbers here. And they should be able to get out of trouble. Oh, that was a lucky kick. Fell into the hands of Minton Connell. That kick on the half volley was made look better than what it was by Power. Gave the hand pass towards Donahue. That's a good kick. Got it to Sutton. He can run away from Beecham. Beecham in chase. Button's got too much toe. Keeps the tumbling kick forward. And the youngster there, Egan, couldn't take the mark, and the Devils will do the mopping up. Needs to sit good here for Ward. Oh, he's in trouble. Gone. Bing. Holding the ball. And Sunbury will have a shot on goal from directly in front, 10 metres out from goal. We can all see it from here. So Mobilio from point blank range makes no mistake, straight over the umpire's hat. And Sunbury get their fourth. They're 4 goals, 4-28. They lead Darley 2 goals, 6-18. We're back to a 10-point ball game in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. So Mobilio gets his first. Jake Egan, the other goal scorer for Sunbury. So too Cooper Anderson and Willie Wright.
No worries.
Whilst for Darley, Brett Bewley and Andy as a party, the goal kickers. So 6 goals kicked for the game, 6 individual goal kickers. And Ward just taken to the ground there by Mobilio. And penalised with a maximum of 6-pointer. Sun streaming down here at Darley Park. Granny good, Nick. Spectators in full voice. So Tanner and Eels give that tap to Tanner. Well gathered there by Joel Cabin. Got it to Bewley. Quick hands is okay. It was Baker, in fact, who got it further afield towards Jack Bewley. Right foot kick goes forward. Johnson's got it. Takes a nice overhead mark there, the youngster. Plays on by hand. Lant want to be good here. He put it through. Gee, they nearly made a mess of that, Darley, but they'll take it. And Lant, the ex-Lion, gets his first of the afternoon, and just the response the Devils were after. So Johnson with good hands, played on, got it to Lant, who had to just negotiate a little bit of pressure from the Sunbury Lions defence, but got it done. So we're back to a 4-point ball game. Sunbury are 4-4-28. They lead Darley 3-6-24. So we'll try and get an update score from around the grounds for you in a moment. Let's hope the clubs have come to the party with their updating of the scores. 4-point ball game. How long have we been playing in this second term? 24 minutes gone. There's the ball up. Tap won by Tanner only as far as Minton Connell. Might have caught one over the shoulder. The umpire agreed. So Minton Connell with ball in hand. Right in the middle of the ground here at Darley Park. So he'll weigh up the options. Sutton or Anderson, you think, would be the likely target. So he goes to the former there in Sutton, but going back with courage, taking an ice mark there was Jack Bewley. Makes an ice mark, getting back, lending assistance there. Tough kicking with that breeze, so he concedes ground by foot, and it's just okay. The mark's been taken there by Mitch Ward, so they roll the dice with the switch. That's an excellent kick. So as a party gets on his bike and off he goes, takes a bounce. He want to be quick here. Gets ball to boot to half forward. Lever at the back, couldn't take the mark. How will it sit for him? It fancies, falls into the hands of Ryder. Got it to Bishop. Kick out in front of Ryder. Gets to him on the bounce, hit him in the shin at the end. Leading back assistance there was Dahl. Kick across the body was hopeful more than anything else. Darley have got numbers as a party. Kick across the body. Ryder sets himself. Ball there by Doyle. Through traffic goes Scanlon. Lazy hand pass, but it was okay. Got it to on the bounce. Donahue with some ducking and weaving. Hurried right foot kick's been cut off. And Tanner dropped the mark in the end on the back of some good defensive pressure there from Lewis over the line for a boundary throw-in. 55 metres around from the Darley goal. So it's Sunbury who lead here by 4 points. Boundary throw-in. Good use of the body there by Eels. Minton Connell's kick went straight into the face of Azapati. And that was a Falcon if ever I've seen one, and he's a little bit worse for wear. So the ball gets towards half back here for Sunbury. It was Joel Cadman, in fact. So Doyle with ball in hand. His kicker want to be okay. It's just good enough. Found power. Right foot kick along the line. It's okay to Bramble. Get around the big fella there in Rodder. Decides to go by hand. Good effort running there by Power. Got it towards half forward. Elects to go by hand. Back to Power. Did well. Goes by hand again. On the left boot. Medcraft from 40. That's not a bad shot on goal. Touched on the goal line. Through for a minor score. So a couple of those this afternoon. Sunbury now 4-5-29. Lead Darley 3-6-24. 5-point ball game. Couldn't be long left in this second term. 2 minutes to go in this second quarter. So looks like we're going to be in for a close one. Long left foot kick out of defence towards the members side centre wing. Spoil. Ball at ground level. Chance here for Lieber. Tackle. Take it to the ground. The umpire says I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up members side. True centre wing. It's Sunbury who lead. Inside 2 minutes remaining in this second term. Sunbury a 4-5. Darley a 3-6. There's the ball up. Clean bowled Bewley. Minton Connell at defensive side of the stoppage. Got it by hand to Toman, whose kick was poor. Cut off there by the youngster there in Murley, who gave the ball to Azapati. Right foot kick goes along the line. Cut off. The mark's been taken there by Wood. Goes backwards with a 45 to Toman. He's got Lewis on broadcast side if you can see him. Take a good kick, but he goes back along the line. Somebody got numbers. Kick's okay.
Oh my goodness.
So it'll be Lever again. On centre wing. Members side of the ground. Gets around the man on the mark. Goes penetrating kick in the Eels direction, but it's been read well by the youngster there in Mitch Ward. He can go short. Oh my God, this is a risky kick here. Could have conceded a free kick. They have the Devils. Poor kick there from Ward. And it's resulted in a free kick over the shoulder to Sunbury. And they'll go back and have a shot on goal inside the final 90 seconds of this second term. So Sunbury, shot on goal here. Clear free kick. Poor kick out of the transition there from Ward. And it'll be Goodson, I think, from about 35 metres out from goal. Distance won't be a problem here. Noted sharpshooter for the Lions over recent years. Set sail for the judge. Off to the left. Let off for the Devils. Late in this second term. 40 seconds to go in this second quarter. Sunbury 4-6-30. Darley 3-6-24. 6-point ball game. Brett Bewley with ball in hand. Probably had 20 and then the opening half. Look at that for a kick. Gets it towards the middle of the ground. Rodder sets himself. Couldn't take the mark as a party tried to run onto it. Chance gathered there by Wright. He was then dispossessed. That's holding the ball. So they want to be quick here, Darley. Or speak of Bishop. Want to get the ball moving. Kick is poor one. Cut off there by Minton Connell. Darley got numbers here, though. They want to be quick. Chance here for the Lions. They'll do the mopping up and get out of trouble. Good smother there from Bewley. Chance here for Brett Bewley at crowd level. There'll be a ball up, 51 metres out.
Get up, swim cap, you.
9 seconds remain in this second term here at Darley Park. Sunbury lead by a goal. Looking forward for a breather, I tell you that. There's going to be a ball up, 51 metres out. Tap one by Eels. Through traffic. Baker. How will it sit for Wright? He might have been held without it. Umpire let it go. The siren sounds for half-time here. Bit of a let-off late there for the Lions, but they'll go into the half-time break with a one-goal lead here at Darley Park in Apple 98.5 FM's Match of the Round. Sunbury are 4-6-30. They lead Darley 3-6-24.
That's the poll in round 3. He's done well since he's made the move from the Central Highlands.
Wurtzy's been fantastic, and the interesting one with Wurtz and Barnes is that they've only been at the club a short period of time, but both were voted into the leadership group for what they've brought across the pre-season, so that's a credit to them and sort of what their capabilities are for us. And Wurtz, throughout most of the pre-season, we had him as a defender, a very, very smart defender, but with the personnel that we had, we decided to try him down forward in our last practice match, and it worked really well. and then against...
Welcome back to Darley Park. They've just been playing a couple of seconds into this third term as Murphy Boyd joins us in the commentary position. Sunbury with the opening score of the third term, albeit a behind. So we're back in business. It's a reset, and the Devils, through Shane Page, goes to the member side centre wing. Players set themselves off hands from Scanlon, the safety of the boundary line, over the line for a boundary throw-in. Centre wing members side of the ground. It's Sunbury who lead here. 4-7-31. Darley a 3-6-24. Good afternoon to you, Murphy.
Thanks, Todd. It's good to be on.
All right. There's the boundary throw-in. Tanner at the back with the tap. Quick hands there from Bewley. The umpires picked out a free kick. Land ends up with a footy. Hurried left foot kick along the ground. Cut off there by Ross. Quick hands towards Minton Connell. Searching hand pass. Just inside the boundary line. Oh, might have cut one high there, the Sunbury player. The umpire let it go. Ball at ground level. Toman with strength. Breaks the tackle. They combine by hand. Metcraft gathers one below the ankles. Terrific. Ball goes into attack in the Sutton direction. Comes out, takes a nice mark.
Been real good. Presented real well on the forward line. Been a really good option for Sunbury today.
Yeah, keeps his feet. Good player. So Sutton now from about 45. So they'll be happy with their start in this third term, Sunbury. They've had all opening minutes in their front half. They lead here by 7 points after leading by 6 at the half. So Sutton from 45 leans back on the kick. It's coming back.
Oh, Anderson took a big fly there. Pretty athletic from Anderson Football Club.
Off hands through for a rush behind. So another point for Sunbury. They're second in this third term. They lead now by 8 points. Ball to come back into play, and Brett Bewley will do that. Bewley by the left foot. Oh, that's a terrible one by his measure, but reward for playing in front there was Cadman. Quick hands to Baker. Went by the left foot. Foot race on in earnest. Darley got numbers here. It sits up for Baker. Gives it to Lamp with the handball received. Runs to 55. Lowers the eyes. Made it difficult for Rodder. Gathered. Tried to get it back to Lamp. Close up against the boundary line. How will it sit? He's tackled. Taken to the ground. Ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw-in. 45 metres around from the Darley goal. So they only really look like doing real damage when it gets into the hands of Brett Bewley and to a lesser degree Dylan Lant. Boundary throwing over the back. Quick hands for Bewley. Got it to Cadman. High left foot kick from Cadman. Goes towards Johnson. Couldn't take the mark right there too. Flew. The left foot kick to vacant space. Foot race on in earnest. Leading to the race for the ball is Cousins. He's got time to gather. He'll get onto his preferred left. Took his time. Bailed up by Power. Slung. Taken to the ground. Sling tackle. And free kick let off there for the Devils. So Cousins with ball in hand will go inboard with a short left kick. Finds Jack Bewley on half forward. Broadcast side of the ground. Runs inboard. Looking for a target. Terrible kick. Made the kick look better there by Bewley. Got it to Ankram. Right foot kick out wide looking towards Rodder. Supply to Rodder's been ordinary this afternoon. Give him no chance at all. The Sunbury defence under the pump, but they got numbers through Minton Connell. Tackle close up against the boundary line. Ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw-in. It's like a game of opportunities here, Murphy.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
So boundary throw-in to take place 40 metres around from the Darley goal. Rodder in the ruck. Wins that tap. Bewley at the back. I speak of Jack on this occasion. He's tackled, taken to the ground by Toman. And the umpire... he's pinged me for holding the ball. Gee, a bit stiff there. But Toman with ball in hand will get Sunbury out of trouble. Just doesn't stop running, Toman, does he?
Yeah, he's a bit of the workhorse. He's known down there for the Sunbury Footy Club for that.
Right foot kick finds Bramble, who takes the mark in front of Page. They've had a good battle out on the wing. So the youngster, Bramble, goes inboard, looking there towards Ross. The kick's okay. He marks on the chest. So defensive side centre wing for Sunbury. Kick along the line's okay. Good pressure there from Page. Went looking towards the boundary. Couldn't find it. Sunbury keep the ball in. Oh, no. They've just taken a step over. The boundary umpire says, I'll have it. And it'll be a boundary throw in true centre wing position. Members side of the ground. Sunbury with the only 2 scores of this third term, albeit behinds. And they lead 32-24. Boundary throw in. Tap one by Tanner. Chance here for Donahue through traffic. Ball gets spilled out the back. Chance here for Ross with strength. Hurried kick, gets it towards Sutton. He sets. Good ball there from Lahure. Sutton, third, fourth and 10. Umpire pays the mark. There's that man you speak of, Murphy. Sutton, he's been good.
Yeah, he's been very good today. Probably been Sunbury's best.
Right foot kick towards the attacking 50. They go to the top of the square. Egan's the target, but Beecham on the last line takes a nice overhead mark. So a nice mark there. First year out of the under-19s. Will go short. Kick has to be good. Finds Bewley. Clearly Darley's best player this afternoon. Left foot kick gets to half-back. Kick's okay. How will Merley measure the kick? Had to be good. Found Joel Cadman. Switches play to the broadcast side. Half back to Cousins. He's a left footer. He'll go back inboard. Chance here towards Bewley. Sunbury have got numbers. Chance here for Lieber at ground level. Might have caught one high. The umpire agreed. So a bit of undisciplined play there from Azzopardi and 50 for dissent, if you don't mind. So that'll bring Lieber almost towards the 40 metres out, you'd think. So distance won't be a problem from here for Tyson Murph.
Yeah, you're correct with that. He did slot a few in the pre-season, so he had a word with Trav to try and get a forward spot, but pretty good in the back line.
Let's see how he goes. So he'll start his delivery from inside the centre square. He'll kick from about 50. Been good this afternoon. Just been the beneficiary of some poor entry from Darley. 49 metres out from goal. Kicks on its way. Straight over the goal umpire's hat. Sunbury get their first goal of the third term. And they get Sunbury's fifth. They move to 5-8-38. They lead Darley 3-6-24. An update in other games going around the region at the moment. The last score, Sebastopol 44 lead North Ballarat 7. East Point lead Melton South by 15 points at half-time. And Bacchus Marsh 45 lead Redan 15. So Cobra's getting it done up the highway at the moment. But Sebastopol, big surprise there, Murph, against North Ballarat.
Yeah, that's right.
Back in the middle of the ground here. Sunbury win the tap through Eels. Got it to Donahue, who's been busy. Inside player, been good this afternoon. Kick towards half-back. Nice mark, courageous by Page. Goes short, kicks to Land. Now what will he do? Loves to kick the footy. Goes short, want to be good. Umpire let it go. The youngster Van Lee thought he got one high from Lieber. Turnover opportunity here for the Lions. Paul kick. Page will get it back. Been good today. Chance here for Ward. Want to be quick. On the left boot. Kicks a good one. And finds Cadman, who's been okay. Kick finds Cousins. On Truce and half back. Weighs up the option. Told to play on by the umpire. Has to concede. Goes laterally. And Mitch Ward takes the mark. Guarding space there. Mobilio couldn't negate that mark. So Ward keeps the kick low. Presents is Joel Cadman, gives it back to Ward, so he's on his non-preferred here. Got time to get onto the right though. That's a well-measured kick. Nice mark taken there by Tanner. If you ever want to take a nice overhead mark, it's right in front of the coach's box. So Tanner with ball in hand. Awkward kicking style. Gets plenty of it though. Goes in the right direction. He has to wait in the turn to the under it. Umpire's picked out a free kick here. It's going to go against Sunbury. And it's going to go to the Devils. And it's going to go to the youngster there in Cooper Merley in his third game of senior footy. So with Sunbury having the majority of the play in this third term, Murph, this is an opportunity the Devils will need to take advantage of.
Yeah, 100% going into the wind here. Going to need to take it.
So how will the youngster? Can he deliver for the Devils? Kicks on its way. And he's hit the post. Second poster for the afternoon for the Devils. Missed opportunity. Did say in half-time it was going to be a game of opportunities made. Darley 25, trails Sunbury 36. Long kick out of defence. Plenty of it to the attacking side centre wing. Sutton goes to fly. Couldn't take the mark. Chance at ground level here. Through traffic go Sunbury. The ball goes towards half forward. Mobilio, the target, couldn't take the mark. Van Leith went to ground. The recovery from Mobilio was terrific. The leg speed was better, but he ran out of space over the line for a boundary throw in. He was off and gone there, Murph.
Yeah, he's usually one of the quickest at Sunbury. Probably third, I'd rank him at the club.
Boundary throw in half forward for Sunbury. Right in front of the Darley faithful and a few of the Sunbury crew over there this afternoon. There's the throw in. Eels won that tap. Devils have got numbers. Good use of good work there by Sunbury to negotiate through Lewis. Goes into the Anderson direction. And he's taken a nice mark in front of Cadman. Got a good leap on him, Anderson. He'll go back and have a shot on goal from 45. So it'll be Anderson. Essendon VFL affiliate joining Sunbury this afternoon. We'll have a shot on goal. Of course, Essendon in the VFL having the bye. That's allowed 3 Essendon listed players to play this afternoon. Sutton and Anderson for Sunbury. Dylan Land for Darley. But it's Anderson with ball in hand to get some separation for the Lions on the scoreboard. Will kick from 50. Kicks on its way. Likes it straight off the boot. He's hit the post. Oh, bit of a... He liked it off the boot. He was off celebrating, and then just that breeze got it there, Murph, and a bit stiff in the end.
Yep.
Kick in from Cousins was okay to Page, who goes short. This kicker want to be good. It's okay. Mark's been taken in by Ankrum. Right in front of the Sunbury coach's box. Keeps the kick low. It's okay. Finds Bishop on half-back. Members side of the ground. Darley will need to push the ball forward. They go boundary side. Right of the target. Takes a nice overhead mark. True centre wing. Too far out to score. Squaring kick into the middle of the ground. Jack Bewley couldn't take it. Waiting at ground level there was the youngster. Searching hand pass was okay in the end. Cadman did well, who knocked it forward to Page. Right foot kick to half forward. Coming out taking a mark on the chest is Bewley. Switches the ball inboard to Jack Bewley. Brothers combined there. So he'll go short. Kicks okay to Page. So they're going short here, the Devils. And they go short again. Kicks okay, and they're unmarked Devils as they push forward. They've got ball in hand, and we'll go back and have a shot on goal from about 45 metres out. So Darley yet to register a major in this third term. They're 3-7-25. They trail Sunbury 5-9-39. So the Devils from 50. It'll be Jake Ankrum. Set sail for the judge. And he's off to the left for a minor score. So opportunity's gone begging there for Darley. 3 goals, 8-26 if you don't mind. Sunbury 5-9-39. How do you see the game at the moment, Murph?
Yeah, it's good. Darley could afford to take a few more chances going into the wind, which would help him in the last.
Ball comes towards half-back. Lahoure couldn't take it on the second grab. Waiting at ground level was Sutton. Hand pass was meant for Eels, but it ended up in the hands of Wright. Goes inboard to Donahue. Short kick towards half-forward. Lewis getting ahead. Takes the mark to number 38 for Sunbury. Can go short to Sutton. Been good. Go back. He'll have a shot on goal from 40. And a chance to get some separation on the scoreboard. Sunbury 39, lead Darley 26. 13-point ball game here at Darley Park. We've been playing 12 minutes in this third quarter. So Sutton with ball in hand. He'll have a crack at the goal, no doubt. Goals at a premium here this afternoon. Let's see how he goes. So the approach is deliberate. It goes off to the right and through for a minor score. So both sides letting the others off the hook with missed opportunities, Murph.
Yeah, you're right. Sunbury need to capitalise on this wind advantage in the third quarter.
So the ball comes back into play. They find Brett Bewley, who got it to Cadman, back to Bewley on his left. Oh, the turnover kick. And Sunbury on their attacking 50 can send the ball deep into attack here. You'd think Anderson and Sutton will be the targets. Levers push forward to present, but the kick goes to the top of the square. Egan at the back. Sutton the fly in front. Beecham couldn't take it. Quick hands from Bewley. Got it to Van Leith. Kick was searching out the direction of Ankrum. He took a nice mark on the chest. Turned around and ran away. How's the kick? Goes looking there towards Brett Bewley. He's tripped. Umpire let it go. Managed to get a hand pass out of that. That was a fair effort. Jack Bewley pushed as he kicked. Went along the ground towards Angwin. Gathered was good for a big man below the knees. He's tackled, taken to the ground, and Ping holding the ball. Might have been a bit stiff there, the big fella. Not real much chance of pry there, Murph. So it'll be Sunbury goes short. That's a poor kick. That's just gone right angles out of bounds there. So a let off there. Let off there for the Devils and a reset. So on that occasion, that was Mitch Lewis, the Port Melbourne VFL affiliate, with that rare miss, hitting the target. So there's a throw-in on half-forward, broadcast side for Sunbury. Boundary throw-in. Rodder won the tap, got it to Land, who went through traffic, tries to negotiate, somehow got it boot to ball. Going about a metre free side. Ball goes to ground. Bit of a stacks on the mill. Whistle imminent. There'll be a ball up. Attacking side of centre wing. Broadcast side of the ground for Sunbury. They lead by 14 points here. 5-10 plays 3-8.
So many numbers here.
Tap one by Rodder. Went to Bewley's feet. Couldn't gather. Kept his feet. Taken to the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. And he'll ball it up. So both sides have had missed opportunity on goal, Murph, for the whole game pretty much.
Yeah, not wrong there.
So it'll be Rodder. Won that tap. Bewley pushed out of it. Quick hands there from Baker. Got it to Land, who had a fresh airing. Oh, good work through traffic there by Anderson. Got it further afield. And the mark's been taken there by Sutton. So Medcraft was good. Squaring kicks okay. The mark's been taken there by the youngster Egan. It's a good size, Egan. So he'll go back and have a shot on goal from about 40 as another opportunity presents on the set shot front for the Sunbury Lions. Sunbury 5-10-40 lead Darley 3-8-26. 14-point ball game here in a low-scoring affair. Opportunity here for the Sunbury Lions to extend to a game-high 20-point advantage. And if Egan can kick truly. The delivery's okay. Bending back. Has it come back far enough? It has. Over the goal umpire's hat. Sunbury get their sixth of the afternoon. Egan gets his second. And Sunbury extends 6-10-46. Darley 3-8-26. 20-point ball game. Some good presenting there from Egan, Murph.
Yeah, come from the under-17s last year through the junior program, so it's good to see him get his opportunity at senior level.
So Egan has 2 goals. Nobilio 1, Anderson 1, Bright 1. And Lever 1. Whilst for Darley, it's been a bit of a sad state of affairs in front of goal. Dylan Land has 1, Brett Bewley, and Andy has a party the other. Back in the middle of the ground, Rodder into the ruck. Tap that one by Anderson. She's got a good leap on him. Whistle sounds. Umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go Darley's way. And it's going to go to Bewley. Right in the middle of the ground. Short kick's okay to the middle. The mark's been taken there by Lance. Right in the middle of the ground here. He'll get onto the left boot. Told to play on. Guys come from the side there to smother that. Caught over the shoulder. Clear free kick there to the Devils. Will be taken there by Mitch Ward. So an opportunity to make amends of the Land kick. This kicks put Cadman under the pump. He had to take that, Murph, because there was 3 Sunbury players swooping. And he has the party, takes the mark. 55 metres out from goal. Kicks okay. Coming out, taking a nice mark. Umpire's paid it, yep. And just inside the boundary line, it's the Devils with ball in hand. To speak of Cousins, keeps the ball low. Kicks okay. And the Devils will get a shot on goal from about 40, but they've been very difficult to kick from a 45-degree angle, 40 metres out from goal. Will Johnson with ball in hand. So Johnson had a goal assist in that second term. We'll have a shot on goal here. Gave Dylan Land his only goal for the afternoon. So Johnson, set approach, 45-degree angle. Set sail, kick's going to go across the face. Players set themselves. There's a mark. And there's a mark taken there to Darley. And it's the youngster right. So he'll go back and have a shot on goal. Plenty of potential, this kid, Murphy. Is a St Pat's boy. They played against Ballarat Grammar during the week and kicked 10. He's one of the Western Jets or Rebels boys.
Very promising mark. Very good pack mark there for a youngster, which is good. Hopefully he can finish off his work.
So the youngster right, son of Grant, leans back on the kick, makes no mistake. That's his 11th for the week, but unfortunately for the Devils, it's just his first of the afternoon. So Wright gets his first, Darley get their 4th. So 4 goals, 8 now Darley, 32, trail Sunbury 6-10-46. It's back to 14 points, Murphs, and we're just getting a little spell from the sun, thank God.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Getting a bit sunburn up here.
Right in the middle of May, who would have thought? So if you're listening to us up there in very wet Queensland, who would have thought somebody would be leaving Queensland to come to Melbourne for the weather? But that's the way it is at the moment. Darley with that all-important goal to get it back to 14 through Wright. Back in the middle of the ground, tap one there. by Eels, only as far as Land. High up and under, gets to half forward. It's be interesting. Lever couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Chance of Bewley. Quick hands okay. It was almost too quick for Land, but he got ball to boot somehow again. But Scanlon took a mark. Umpire said it didn't go the required distance. And they'll get out of trouble here through Wood. With ball in hand. Plays on. Hand pass over towards Power. Want to be quick here. Oh, clever. Just went inboard. Chance here for Medcraft. Gave it back to Power on the bounce by hand. So good combination through the chain there by Power. Got it to right. Left foot kick. Deep into attack. Players set themselves. Anderson couldn't quite take the mark. Cadman's bailed up. There'll be a whistle a minute here, you'd think. No. Stolen by Anderson. Kick across the body. It's through for a minor score.
He's an almost player.
So a behind for Sunbury. 6:11:47 now. They lead Darley 4-8-32. A 15-point lead to Sunbury. Chasing their first win in 2022. But big expectations at the start of the year. I guess that 0-2 start would be fair enough away to North Ballarat and Melton, but disappointing last week, no?
Yeah, you're right. Trav made a very big point during the week that it was one that got away from him.
So Trent Angwin will bring the ball back into play. That breeze is just delightful as he goes to the outer side of the ground, albeit members' side, away from the broadcast. Underhand pass was just a bit lazy in the end. Bit of a tight hand pass there from the Devils. Over the ball there was Hannett, pushed in the back there by Lant. And Hannett will take the free kick. Wastes no time. Throws the ball onto the left boot. Goodson on the lead. The youngster Van Leek just got a hand on at the crucial moment. Close up against the boundary line. Backs himself. Good play there by the young kid. Got the ball by hand to Jack Bewley. Kick was just a clearing kick more than anything else. It's been cut off. And a big fella there in Eels with ball in hand. Half forward, too far out to score. Goes by the right boot. We'll set it up for Sutton. Oh, pushing the back there every day of the week. And Trent Angwin will take the resultant free kick. Just went a bit early there with the body contact, Murph.
Yep, you're right.
So Angwin will go members' side with the low left foot kick beyond the defensive 50. And that's Brett Bewley in front. Takes a well-judged mark. Goes inboard to Murley. Speaking of the youngster Cooper in his third game this afternoon. Goes to weigh up the options. Switches play to Beecham. Doesn't get a great deal of mileage, but changed up the angles. Went inboard towards Angwin and want to get onto the left. So he ran to the wrong way there, Angwin. So through traffic there was Beecham. Right foot kick towards the attacking 50. Cousins was pushed. Umpires paid that, and Cousins will get a free kick 50 metres out from the Darley goal. Again, just that body contact just a little bit too early there, Murph.
Yeah, you're right. He tried to help Lever out there who was the spare, so...
So Cousins, he's normally good by foot, but known more for his exploits off half-back, and he's in the infancy of his senior footy career, but promising young player from about 50. This will take his best as he sets sail for the judge. And it's bending. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. Like father, like son. Loves a goal. And he's put it through. So Cousins just living up to that little build-up I gave him there, Murph. Skillful, left foot, bang, goal. Devils are back within 9 points here at Darley Park. Sunbury 6-11-47. Darley 5-8-38. Still anyone's game, Murph?
Yeah, 100%. Sunbury really need to capitalise going into it in the last quarter. They need to make the most of this win while they got it.
They'd be very happy that they've kept Rodder goalless, but in fairness to Rodder, he hasn't been aided by very good supply, and some of the Sunbury's better players are in their back half.
Yeah, Paddy Scanlon done an unreal job on him so far.
Back in the middle of the ground here, Tanner does the tap. Went over the head of Azapati. Ross through traffic, got it to Donahue. Hurried the ball onto the boot, had more time than he thought. Turnover. Chance here for Ankrum. Good vision. Got it to Bewley. His cruising speed's good. Runs his measure. Left foot kick to Johnson. Comes out, takes a nice mark. 55 metres out from the Darley goal. So, arguably Darley's best chain of play for the afternoon, Murph. We haven't seen a lot of continuity by any stretch, really. So at the end of the day, it's just amounted to a 4-goal contribution from them. But when Brett Bewley's involved, good things happen.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It'll take a good kick from here, though, in that pocket.
It'll take Johnson's best from 50. Set sail for the judge. It looks every bit left. And through for a minor score. So, margin narrowed, albeit by the slightest. Darley 5-9-39. Trails Sunbury 6-11-47. Ball comes back into play. Penetrating kick. Sutton with the set. Class took the mark. Played on. Ran away from a couple of Devils. Squaring kick was okay to Anderson. The two Essendon affiliates combined. Anderson gets ball to boot. Deep into attack. And the mark's been taken there by Mobilio. Can run into an open goal. Bang. He's put it through. Coast to coast for the Lions. And the steadier they were after. 7-11-53. Sunbury, Darley, 5-9-39. We're back to a 14-point ball game here at Darley Park. That was all a little bit too easy from back to front there, Murph.
Yeah, Jake Sutton did a really good job there. Got out the back and managed to get it to Anderson, and then we all know Corey Mobilio was the affiliate of that, so good goal by Sunbury.
Yeah, good running there by Mobilio to get goal side of his defender. So, Mobilio gets his second of the afternoon. Jake Egan, the other multiple goal scorer. Back in the middle of the ground, tap one by Eels. Donahue was good. Tried to crash through, holding the ball, said the umpire. So Bewley, it was a Darley player throwing the ball back. It can't be 50. So Cadman with ball in hand can go short. Ward presents. So he'll get onto the right foot. Go out wide to the pocket. Right, the fly. Got it. Second grab. Umpire said, play on. I thought he paid the mark. Chance here for Azapati. Keeps the kick low. Good kick. And the mark's been taken on the chest by the big fella Tanner. He kicks the ball like a ruckman, this bloke, so who knows where this is going to go. Lock up your windows. So Tanner, from about 40 metres out, he's a trier, this young bloke. He's a trier. He's up against some big boys in the Ballarat League. Murph, the ruckman stocks around the comp are pretty good.
Yeah, very strong this year, the ruckman stocks around the league.
So Tanner on the siren, set sail, straight over the goal umpire's hat. If you don't mind, and Tanner gets the Devils back within 8 at 3 kind of time here at Darley Park. So the score, let's take a look. The quarter net went near 27 minutes. Sunbury, 7-11-53. Lead Darley, 6-9-45. A goal late to Tanner to get the Devils within 8. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the final quarter action here. Plenty to play out at Darley to the town end.
Yeah, right, that's good. Get a bit of shade.
Time to get played away for the final quarter. Apple 98.5 FM match of the round. Minton Cottle caught one high, but the umpire let it go. And there'll be a ball up defensive side of the centre circle for Sunbury. They lead by 8 points. Jake Egan and Corey Mobilio there, leading goal scorers with 2 apiece. And the rest are all single goal kickers. Baker knocked the ball only as far as Hannett. His hat kick forward was cut off there by Mitch Ward. He goes to the members' side of the ground. Right foot kick. The mark's been taken there by Page on half forward. This is a better start from the Devils in the final term. Goes in the direction there of Johnson. Good cutting off work there done by Lieber. Ball at ground level. Bit of a stacks on the mill. Whistle imminent. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up right in front of the Sunbury coaches box here this afternoon. And hopefully that's the last we've seen of the sun for the day, Murph.
Yeah.
Had a bit of kick earlier.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So through traffic. Hand pass out of the congestion there from Johnson. Just went to another pack of players. Ball on the ground. The umpire will ball it up. So there's a ball up. Darley into attack, albeit 45 metres away from their goal. Johnson's kick smothered there by Ross. Deflects beyond the defensive 50 for Sunbury and over the line for a boundary throw-in. So Sunbury with an extra player behind the ball in this final quarter. It's Brad Mundy. He just, Darley kept them accountable by pushing another forward. Speak of Johnson, there's the throw-in. Eels in front. Tanner at the back. Went searching there to Bewley, who tried to dribble the ball to his brother Jack. Couldn't gather the footy. Ball goes to ground. Whistle him and an umpire's picked out a free kick for a throw. It's going to go Darley's way. It's going to go to Jack Bewley. So he'll weigh up the options. Darley, we hoping Rodder can have a contribution on the scoreboard. There's the kick. It goes in his direction. He couldn't gather it on the second attempt. Good work there from Mundy. Ball at ground level. Mundy's tackled. Managed to get a hand pass away. Now it's an opportunity here for Sunbury to combine by hand. Got the ball over towards Lever, who went to Mobilio. He's got some space. Can get it over to Bramble. He's got some separation. And the youngster can take a bounce. He does. And he runs his full measure. Has a second bounce from 60. Keeps the kick low. Sutton, second grab. Got it. And Sutton takes the mark 50 metres out from the Sunbury goal. So Sutton with ball in hand. Been very good between the middle of the ground and the 50-metre arc there for Sunbury all afternoon.
Probably been their best presenter of the day, but knowing Jake very well, this will test his range. He'd need his best from here.
So Sutton will set sail for the judge. Gets plenty of it. It's coming back. And, it's just brushed the post. Through for a minor score. The inside of the post, if you don't mind. Called it a lip-out putt, to use a golfing vernacular there, Murph. So, Angwin with ball in hand. Margin to 9 points. So he'll go by the left boot. Goes short. Made it hard for Baker, but he was up to the task. He took a mark just below his knees. His short kick finds Bewley. Speak of Brett on half-back. Squaring kick. Kick needs to be good. Went over the head of Angwin. Dylan Lant there. Tries to break the tackle of Minton Connell. Got some separation. How about the gather from Bewley, if you don't mind? And then Randy's manager kept the kick low. Rodder on the mark. Has he taken it? He has. Well, that was all Brett Bewley class there, Murph. Made it gather at speed off his shoelaces and was able to deliver forward, and Rodder will have a shot on goal.
Yeah, he's one of the blokes that Sunbury need to watch out for in this last quarter.
So Rodder, with ball in hand, will kick from 50. He's been kept goalless this afternoon. Scanlon's done a good job, Murph. You were correct there. But supply's been ordinary to the Devils marquee recruit from Williamstown. He'll have a shot on goal here. He'll kick from 50. Proppy approach, leans back on the kick. Has he got the carry, the accuracy? He's got both. Darley gets the first goal of the final term. And the margin gets cut back to 3. We've got a game on here in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. Rodder gets his first. Darley get their 7th. 3-point ball game. Sunbury 7-12-54. Lead Darley 7-9-51. All on the back of that mopping up from Bewley and that finish and that kick. I mean, Rodder had very little separation on Scanlon. The kick had to be perfect. And he took a nice mark on the chest and finished. So Rodder gets his first. So Darley with 7 individual goal kickers this afternoon. Back in the middle of the ground. Tap one by Tanner. Chance here for Ross. Umpires picked out a free kick. It's going to go to Sunbury. And it's going to go to Toman right in the middle of the ground against Luther Baker. So Toman. This is his bread and butter, thriving in the last quarter with his endurance running. Will go short to Hannett. Kicks okay. Sunbury lead by 3 points. Opening minutes, final term. Plays on. Run around the man standing on the mark. Goes out wide towards Eels. Got a favourable bounce and then just free kick against Darley. It's going to go against Tanner. A bit clumsy there. And Eels with ball in hand. Keeps the kick to the top of the square. Sutton, the target, hit him in the head in the end. Did everything right but take the mark. Chance here for Beecham. He's tackled. He's under the pump. Mobilio over the football. How will Darley get away with this? They will. Through a kick towards half-back. Here's Lieber doing all the mopping up as he has done for the most part of the afternoon. Got it to Scanlon. It's a good kick into the middle of the ground. He found Werner. So Werner, attacking side of the centre circle. Right foot kick to the top of the square. Who's the fly? Sutton wanted the free for a hold, but the mark's been taken there by Tanner. Good pack mark there by the young bloke who's played less than 10 games of senior footy. So he goes to the members' side of the ground. Out in the Rodder direction. Sets himself. Can't take the mark. Land nearly gave away a free kick. Umpire let it go. Rodder's tackle's okay. The umpire's pinged him for holding the ball. Not sure he had a great deal of prior there, Murph.
Yeah, no, a bit of fumbles there, but yeah, probably a bit stiff.
So Rodder goes along the line to half forward. Right comes out the youngster, takes a nice mark. Went to go by hand, forced to go by foot. Standing start, goes into the Cousins direction, 2 to beat. One of those is Werner. He gets fished onto the ball over the line for a boundary throw-in. 60 metres around from the Darley goal. Fans starting to get involved here now, Murph, as the game reaches its climax.
Yeah, exactly. Game's on the line here. It's still up for grabs.
3-point lead to Sunbury in the early stages of this final term. Eels with front position. Won the tap, knocked it to ground level. Ross has been in and under all afternoon. The umpire will ball it up. 60 metres away from the Darley goal. Sunbury 7-12-54. Darley 7-9-51. The real arm wrestle here at Darley Park. Tap one by Eels. Was hopeful more than anything else. Went only as far as Baker. Page with the clever kick to land on his non-preferred. Kick across the body. How will it bounce? Bit of a leg break. And coming out of the fence was Scanlon, put his player under the pump. How will Doyle go? He's tackled, taken to the ground by Bishop. The umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. 30 metres away from the Darley goal. 3-point ball game. Sunbury lead. Darley in attack. Eels with the tap. Ball at ground level. Doyle through the... was Minton Connell through traffic. Negotiated by hand. Rodder with the tackle. The umpire says, I'll have it. So it's a hot footy at the moment, Murph. Next goal all important. Sunbury can go to a 9-point lead. Or Darley can hit the front. So... near 7 minutes gone. Final term. Darley in attack, 25 metres out from their goal. Use of the body from Rodder, won the tap. Went looking for Cadman. Reading it well there was Lever. Had to be quick by hand. Was up to the task. Ball gets thrust forward. Toman was terrific. Got it to Minton Connell, who run and carry was good. Kept the kick low. Mobilio's got some separation here. Took a nice mark in front of Lahure. Can go wide to Lewis. Lewis from 50. Right foot kick. Off to the right. Missed everything. And he's gone out of bounds on the full. So... disappointing finish there after a nice build-up there from the Lions.
Yeah, very.
So Darley wastes no time through Angwin. Cadman's got a paddock here. Oh, he's just bit of body contact there from Werner. Umpire let it go. Cadman kicked a half forward. So in front there was Land. Umpire put the whistle in the mouth, didn't blow it. Ward on the left boot out in front of Rodder. It's not going to get to him on the full. His effort was pretty good at ground level to maintain the bounce. Kick across the body. And it's going to favour the Sunbury defence, and a big fella Eels pushing back, a.k.a. Max Gorn there on the last line, Murph.
Yeah.
So he's tried hard all day, Eels. Goes short by foot, kicks okay. So been playing near 9 minutes final term. Sunbury lead by 3 points. So Wood goes with a lateral kick to Donahue, who's in the defensive goal square. So he runs his measure, nearly runs too far, manages to get ball to boot. Burley didn't take the mark. As a party did well. Has the squaring kick. Goes in the Baker direction. Got it. And Baker. Excellent game awareness there from As a Party to keep the ball in play there. He seemed to run out of space and the squaring kick was good. Good vision, Murph.
Yeah, he'd want to finish this though.
So Baker had a shot from here earlier, Vicky, in the second quarter from almost the identical position. So we'll see how he goes here. No more important kick for the afternoon than this one. So Baker, all set sail for the judge. Leads back on the kick. He likes it off the boot. Darley in front. Darley in front here at Darley Park. Baker gets his first. And so does Vicky, by the sound of it. Darley 8-9-57 have hit the front here at Darley Park. Sunbury 7-12-54. The Devils lead by 3 points. And we've been playing 9 minutes final term, anybody's game, Murph.
Yeah, still in at Sunbury, so no reason to drop your heads now.
Well, they've been very good for the most part. Just an arm wrestle, really. It's just whoever's in front of the ledger at the end. It was pretty sloppy first half. There have been some good moments, better moments in the second. So we're back in the middle of the ground here. Darley lead by 3 points. There's the ball up. Tap won by Tanner. Only as far as Toman, taken into the ground by Baker, but the umpire says, I'll have it. Clever play there by Toman, just collapsed once he got tackled. Could have got that free kick, but the umpire said no. So there'll be a ball up. Tap won by Eels, only as far as Baker, who just kicked the goal, last goal moments ago, and he's bailed up, nearly holding the ball. Umpire let it go. Fell into the hands of As a Party. And there'll be a ball up. On broadcast centre wing here at Darley Park. Darley lead by 3 points. Tap won by Eels, went only as far as a Party. Lant will want the handball receive. He got it. Kicks it across the body. Inside 50. Runner! Can't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Nearly sharked there by the youngster there in Horan. He couldn't gather. Bewley over the footy. Quick hands to Cousins. He's on the left. Kick across the body. Got it. Cousins kicks his second. Darley get out to a 9-point lead here at Darley Park. Just when you thought the Darley car horns didn't work, they're up and about.
Rodder looks down here inside 50. Could be a big injury for Darley.
I think he might have just lost his shoe there, Murph. He doesn't look too distressed at all. Give the man a book. That's how relaxed he looks at the moment. 9-9-63 Darley lead. Sunbury 7-12-54. We've got a 9-point ball game here. So the only injury to Rodder there, Murph, was losing a shoe. Cinderella. Cut it up one time. Back in the middle of the ground here at Darley Park. They've kicked the last 4 goals of the game. Tanner, Eels, give that tap to Tanner. Bewley through traffic, was nearly tripped. Ward went through traffic, quick hands to Bewley, put him under the pump. Now he's going to get pinged. Managed to get boot to ball, luckily. Hack kick forward by Page, inside 50. Cousins couldn't take the mark, did well though. Keeping his feet there well was Werner. Very good below the knees, was tackled. Managed to get hand away to Lever, who went further afield. And the kick's okay there from Toman. Went out the direction there of Ross. At ground level there was Lewis. Missed the hand pass target, but Ross was up to it. Got a favourable bounce. Hand pass further afield out of side centre wing to Toman. It was pushed in the back and he'll take a free kick. So he's just the true definition of an accumulator, Murph, this man Toman.
Yeah, you're right. And Sunbury really need to launch forward here.
So they'll need something out of Anderson, Sunbury, you'd think. There's the kick. It's a poor one. It's been read well by Ward, who just urged Medcraft under the footy. Bewley was forced to stretch. I speak of Brett. Goes lateral to Angwood, who kept running. He'll want to get back onto his favourable left as the party presents. Ignored. The youngster Horan leads up. Ignored. He's taking his time here. He's been told to play on in a minute. So he's onto his left boot. And will go short and high. But it's good enough. And it's Beecham with ball in hand. So true centre wing, members side of the ground. He keeps the kick low, tumbling, awkward-looking kick, but it's okay. So Darley, we lead by 9 points here. Regress by foot, 45. Back to Angwin. Bereft of options, just throws it on the boot to the attacking 50. Right's got 2 to beat. Lever nearly claimed the mark. They went crashing through, holding the ball, said the umpire. Free kick against Lever. Good pressure from Bishop. Where will he go? He'll go in the right direction. He's forced to wait up and under it. And at the back there was Scanlon. Page was tackled, taken to the ground. Second effort from Rodder. Can he get ball to boot? Bouncing ball. Got it. Rodder gets his second. Darley gets some separation. They get a game-high lead of their own. So after trailing by 20 points, 20 minutes into that third term, they now lead by 15 points. Darley 10-9-69, lead Sunbury 7-12-54. Murph.
Yeah, Sunbury are going to have to pull something special off here. They're down by a bit now. They're going to need to make up yardage pretty quickly.
So Mitch Lewis back from, first up for Port Melbourne. He's going to be starting to feel it all down a wing first up on the back of a hammy. So despite the higher level, it's still pretty gassing playing on a wide wing here at Darley Park. So Donahue in the middle with the Eels for Sunbury. Right into the ruck. Won that tap. Went looking for Bewley. Been Darley's best by the length of the straight. Quick hands was okay. Page has been good as well. Kick to half forward. And Wood takes a saving mark for Sunbury. Goes short. Kicks okay to Lewis. So Lewis in front of Jack Bewley. Trying hard all afternoon, both of these two. So he'll go along the line. And goes short. They could have raffled it there, but Toman, again, gets a lot of the ball close to the boundary line, Toman, as he just keeps hitting up and being rewarded for his running. So he goes along the line to half forward. The fly at the back was Eels, judged it beautifully. Went to go, then told to by the umpire. Inboard hand pass, got it to right. I speak of Willie, left foot kick in the Sutton direction. He's been dangerous. Knocks the ball to the advantage of Mobilio. Hamilton set for him. He might have been tripped. Umpire let it go. Chance here for the Devils to get out of trouble through Jack Bewley. Right foot kick. Foot race on in earnest. Werner and Cousins. Werner thought he was held without it. The umpire paid it. Wasn't much in that. I thought there was more in the trip at half forward there for the Lions. So he goes. High kick. Deep into attack. Anderson, the fly at the back, couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. So he's just jumped all day, Anderson, but hardly clunked one of those ones that he just looks like taking. And the umpire says, I'll have it, and he'll pull it up 40 metres away from the Sunbury goal. So it's been an almost game. I heard one of the guys in front say an almost effort from Anderson. He's been very threatening all day. Tap one by Angwin. Bewley tackled. Dispossessed. Hurried kick out of the congestion from Azapati. Got it towards half back. Darley not out of trouble yet. Presenting. Well done, Mitch Ward. Got through traffic. Was forced to go under pressure by hand. Mundy could have been held without it. The umpire let it go. They combine by hand now. Quick kick across the body there from Ross. Was it being touched? Yep, through for a minor score. So good defensive work there under the pump there from the Devils to negate a goal. And Darley 10-9-69 leads Sunbury 7-13-55. Spoke to one of the club favourites, Ashley Brand, before the game, Murph, and we thought 12 goals would win this afternoon. So Angwin, towering kick to centre wing. Got plenty of carry on that kick. Bit of a stacks on the Millers. Mundy's tackle and taken to the ground. It's just gone up a notch now. It's just the next 5 minutes crucial. How long have we been playing? 16 minutes gone, final term here. Darley lead by 14 points. Kick out of the congestion, high up and under. Gets towards Darley's attacking side of centre wing. Cadman couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Good work. Ball fell to the land and just threw it onto the boot. Lever going back will take a saving defensive mark and switch play towards Scanlon. Scanlon's off on his bike. Good pressure from Horan. He's forced to keep running. Lewis has got some space. He can go inboard. Darley need to keep running here. Sunbury on top of the ground here with ball in hand. He's a good runner, Wood. Goes short towards Donahue. Short again to Ross. So all of Sunbury just short until it comes unstuck. Leith goes at the spoil and finds the safety of the boundary line. No bang for buck with weight of possession there for Sunbury, Murph, sorry. That was just a lot of hard work, and they just seem to have the game on their terms there, and somehow it's just out of bounds on half forward. Boundary throw in front, favours Eels, knocked to the advantage of Minton Connell, conceded by hand to right. Went with the right hand pass. Ross was strong in the tackle, just got enough on it by boot, got it to Lewis, kick to the attacking 50. Players set themselves in a nice mark taken there on the defensive 50 by the Devils. It was Ankrum who's pushed back, got it to Page, who's been good. Right foot kick, that's a beauty. Found Dylan Lant, he'll get onto his left, got around right, weighs up the options, goes in the Bewley direction if you don't mind. We lose or draw 3 votes this bloke. Kick goes in the Rodder direction. How about that? Rodder takes the mark. Delivery on a platter, a rarity this afternoon. But both times that Rodder's run onto the football and been able to get a little bit of separation, it's been on the back of that Bewley kick. So Rodder, he'll walk away from us here. The chance to extend. Darley 10-9-69, Sunbury 7-13-55. Rodder has 2 goals, both in this final quarter. Into an old-fashioned run around here if he likes, but he looks like he's going to do the drop punt approach. Leans back on the kick. He's missed it left. Disappointing finish there for the Devils. 10-10-70 Darley. Sunbury 7-13-55. Near 19 minutes gone, final term. Thanks for tuning in right around the region on Apple 98.5 FM. Tumley kick in from defence. Page was strong, couldn't take the mark. Sunbury with numbers. Sutton got it to Minton. Connolly took a bounce. Could have given over towards Egan, but chose to keep running. Got it to Power, who hasn't stopped running. Back to Egan. Good combo here from Sunbury. That's more direct. To the top of the square. Got it! Mark's been taken down to the top of the square by Anderson. Plays on. Waste no time. Kick across the body. Goal. Sunbury still in it here at Darley Park.
Yeah, Sunbury needed that.
So a let off at one end from Rodder and a coast-to-coast goal at the other end from Sunbury. We're back to a 9-point ball game. 19 and a half minutes gone, final term. Darley 10-10-70. Sunbury 8-13-61. So Anderson hits the scoreboard. Been a likely type. Kicked his second of the afternoon. Sunbury have 8. And they trail by 9 points. 20 minutes gone, final term. Tanner with the tap, only as far as Eels. Chance for Minton Connell's been okay in the last few minutes. Excellent tackle from Cadman. Over the shoulder, said the umpire. So Minton Connell with ball in hand. Next goal, all important. Keeps the kick low. Unmarked there was Eels. Plays on with a hand pass to Donahue. Tackle needed to stick. He managed to get a hand away to Minton. Connell got it to right as a shot on goal. I speak of Willie for Sunbury. Sutton the fly. Did anybody touch it? Oh, let off there for the Devils at the last line, if you don't mind. I reckon that's their 4th touched on the goal line for the afternoon for the Devils.
Yeah, you're right.
So the game back to 8 points. Sunbury 8-14-62. Darley 10-10-70. Angwin, long left foot kick, goes into the direction of Tanner. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level here. Opportunity for Ward, who's over the football. Can't gather. Ball comes, spills free over the line for a boundary throw in. Still anyone's game. Not getting any lighter here at Darley Park. Darley 10-10-70 leads Sunbury 8-14-62. 8-point ball game. 21 minutes gone, final quarter. Next goal, all important. Ball just spills out to the defensive side for Sunbury. Minton Connell be good in this final quarter. Chance here for Donahue. He's kept trying. Got it to Doyle. Underground hand pass. Got it back to Minton Connell. Breaks the tackle. Throws the ball onto the boots. A high up and under. They'll pay the mark. Power the fly in front. Nearly took a nice mark there for a little bloke. Donahue presents. Sunbury are up and about here. They're running on top of the ground here. Pressure on the Devils. The centre kick goes forward and Angwin takes a strong mark in front of Sutton. Bit of a save the day mark there momentarily. Oh, this is a risky kick down the middle of the ground. Lance 1-on-1 with Donahue. Lance takes a nice mark on the chest. Forced to play on. Goes long. 1-on-1. Rodder. Scanlon. Rodder's got it. And Rodder will go back and have a shot on goal. Darley 10-10-70 needs Sunbury 8-14-62. 22 minutes gone. Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. So an opportunity after that last goal that ended a run of 4 successive goals to the Devils. The goal from Anderson narrowed the margin back to 8. No more important kick for Rodder than this one. He missed his last shot from a similar spot and he's missed that one as well. Cross the face of goal. Chance has gone begging for Darley. They've kept the door ajar for Sunbury. 22 and a half minutes gone, final term. 3 minutes to go. Darley 71, Sunbury 62. 3 minutes to go, Murph. Is that enough time?
Oh, gee, it'd be something. They have gone coast to coast a few times today, Sunbury, so they need to do that a few times now.
Page had 3 to beat. He was terrific. Then the second up tackle was even better. Egan's under the pump. Forced to concede ground by hand. Defensive 50 here. Doyle keeps the kick low. Kick's okay. Mark's been taken there by Lewis just inside the boundary line. So Lewis with ball in hand. Defensive side of centre wing. Broadcast side. Smothered over the line for a boundary throw in. Good pressure there. Something out of nothing there for the Devils as the clock ticks down. We're under 200 seconds to go. 2 minutes 50. 170 if you don't mind. Every second counts. Boundary throwing. Somebody got numbers here, but it sits okay for Bewley. Through traffic was clever. Got it to Lance. He's on his preferred. High left foot kick. Right on the target. He's got 2 to beat. Sets himself. Brings the ball to ground. How would it sit? Wood was courageous through traffic. Got it to Hannett. Got it further afield. And the ball from Mundy misses the target there. And Lewis bounces in on in over the line for a boundary throwing. Darley lead by 9 points. Boundary throw in. Tanner at front, Eels in front, beat a good deal. Minton Connell beat terrific in his final quarter. Got the ball over towards Hannett, made it difficult for Ross. Tired handball, Page was good. Lant went with, was Cadman in fact. Chance here for Medcraft, they're out here, Sunbury. Ball falls into the hands of Bramble. He's got a paddock, takes a bounce, gets the half forward. A second bounce, goes inside 50, top of the square. Mobilio at the back, will it sit for him? He can go to soccer, he got it.
Oh, they're in it, Sunbury, they're in it now.
Mobilio kicks his third. Sunbury get their 10th. 9th, in fact. They're 9-14-68. They trail Darley 10-11-71. 2 minutes remain. Final term. Cliffhanger here. Going down to the wire. So Mobilio, he's just been a bit of a live wire forward, Murph.
Yeah, he has been the pocket rocket. He made the switch during the week. He's been playing back all year, so it's good to see him get on the end of it.
So, the Devils copped up a 15-point lead against Bacchus Marsh late in that round 2 Anzac Day weekend game to lose by a point. I'll be hoping history doesn't repeat here. Eels wins the tap. Chance here for Lance. Out of the middle of the ground. Left foot kick. Goes in the Rodder direction. Can't take the mark. Lever was good. Ball goes to ground. Over the football there was Hoare and he can't get it out. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up. 40 metres away from the Darley goal. 71 Darley leads Sunbury 68. How long we got left, Vic? 1 minute 54. There's the thump, was good as a kick. Got it towards half forward. The big fella going to be quick there. Tanner. Kick was cut off by Toman. Hurried right foot kick. Anderson in front. Couldn't gather the footing. Cadman was good. I speak of Duncan. Sends the kick into the direction of Bewley. And Brett Bewley has taken the mark 55 metres out from goal. And that distance out from goal, way well managed. The number of possessions that he's had today, 55, Murph.
Yeah, you're right. Even if he takes 30 seconds off the clock, very valuable disposal here.
So Brett Bewley will kick from outside 50. Darley lead by 3 points. 71 plays 68. Set sail. Not sure it's the accuracy. It's off to the right for a minor score. So 4-point ball game. Last roll of the dice for Sunbury. Where are they going to go? 10-12 Darley. Sunbury 9-14. They go down the middle. Players set themselves. The fly can't take the mark. Chance here for Sunbury. They went with the soccer looking there to Tome and they couldn't get it out. Chance for Mundy. Tackle powered up by Bewley. And there'll be a ball up on half forward. 55 seconds to go. There's the ball up. Tap won by Eels. Goes out wide. Oh, good pressure there from Jack Cousins it was. Chance here for Hannett. Sunbury are off on their bike. Out of side centre wing. Tumbling kick. Sutton the target. Players getting back. Nearly a free kick to the Devils. Umpire let it go. Want to be quick here. Beecham. Hand pass. Chance here for Ross. Outside of the boot. Goes forward. Players set themselves. As a party's got it. He doesn't need to play on. Goes out wide to Cadman. Now Cadman can just hang on to the footy. Just drain the clock. How long to go, Vicky? 21 seconds to go. Can't believe he came inboard. Kick sets himself. Chance here for Tanner. Goes forward. Ill-directed. Deep into the pocket. This will do Darley if Rodder can get it out of bounds. He keeps it in. Tackled. Quick hands here. Chance for the Devils. Short kick. Horan's got it. Plays on. Kick across the body. He's missed everything. Out of bounds on the full. But it'll be enough for the Devils to hang on here in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round in a real thriller. Darley 10-12-72 have defeated Sunbury 9-14-68. A real cliffhanger here at Darley Park, Murph, and really could have gone either way.
Exactly right. Poor kickings cost them in the end, so they'll have to address that during the week.
Yeah, I think both